Justin and I are coming to you live from the Four Seasons Total Landscaping parking lot. They had an opening today, so we decided, you know what? Let's book it. It's a pretty happening spot lately.
And we definitely did that on purpose. We thought it was a more classy location for our stream than the Four Seasons Hotel.
Yeah, F that noise.
So
here we are. How's everybody doing? It's not a YouTube VOD. Sorry. We had some KFPL games earlier today.
Yeah, they sucked.
But it wasn't great for us.
Just don't watch them.
Wasn't great for it. I lost, but the games versus Cav were very good. Game 3, I think, is especially a banger. Cav bid 12 chains and won.
Spoiler.
So, yeah. But he bid 12 chains and managed to win the game. So.
Well, a mug on.
Yeah, I got active camouflage on. Sorry,
oh,
I
no.
didn't. I thought this shirt was fine.
No,
but
it's not fine.
It's not
You're
fine.
a ghost man.
My ghost. That's fine. I'll be a ghost man.
Yeah.
I will slide in and out of reality as we play today.
It's more like, you're like transparent, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a visual trick that I like to do.
Pretty neat. And yes, that music was all from Undertale, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't played Undertale, you wouldn't recognize it. But that's a very good game. A lot of good music in it. Would recommend. Highly recommend.
Yep.
So, we got games.
Yeah, we got some Keyforge.
Prowler versus Artemis, Hot and Cold Loxley. This is the 3 Wild Spirit deck. It was Megalovania, yes. This is the deck that is thick with mutants. Oh no.
This deck is Pain Mail, Eclectic Neurosiphon. This is the Zinzik library card deck. That's what this one is. So,
Mr. Tillman, how's it going?
Mr. Tillman. Yeah, anybody catch that Crucible cast? that was some kerosene.
Yeah.
I just scattered it around.
Zach had a good quote to me earlier. He said, "That was worse than nothing." And I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to be happy about the state of the game, then don't go watch that.
I don't think you should read into anything like that, P-Rod. You should not read into that video.
So
the purpose of that video was to
say
distract.
Was to don't stop asking us about an online client. Is what it was.
Look, you can just play over video. It works great. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So, Time Traveler Mercenaries deck. Yeah. Supposed to. It would be a good deck. Yeah, and like we were talking about it earlier, and I was basically saying, Justin, I think, posed the question, what would it take to set up a Keyforge online client? And I was like, my best guess is you're talking like $500,000 and 8 months before you would have something that you could even put in front of people to even utilize, right? To even get people excited about. So, yeah, I just
do not. No one should ever get their hopes up about a Keyforge online client. Honestly,
it's one of those things where if they don't tell you about an online client, you can't expect it, right?
No, they're not going to tease it either.
Fantasy Flight, it will announce something 6 to 3 months before it happens, right? Somewhere in that time frame, and nothing is going to happen before that. Isn't that right, Eddie? Nothing is going to happen before that. I'm gonna drag him into the camera. Drag him into the camera. Okay, that's yours. Okay, I got a card game to play. I have a card game.
The rules. I did watch the rules questions, but those are weird too. Like,
and they don't make any sense.
The Ghost Talk ruling.
And they don't make any sense at all.
Yeah. I don't know that. I don't know, because like the argument could be posed then: can a creature that's enraged reap if there's no opposing creatures? Because like the logic that they put forth for that ruling was the same.
Yes.
So,
yeah, I got the active campus. Typically, I don't wear this shirt because I don't think I've worn this shirt on stream since we've moved to the green screen. Maybe I have, but I don't think I have.
No. I mean, I feel like it's wrong. I'm first. It feels wrong.
So, I will keep.
I guess I'll keep as well. I'll play as Cronus.
Okay, my turn. I am going to say Logos. I'm going to standardize testing to kill Cronus. I'll play Zinzak, and it is your turn. I will draw 4. Good.
Bits.
Oh yeah, let's go. They're one button press away.
I'm glad they changed the Omni thing. So they mentioned another rules update. They meant like said like in the new rules update, it's clear on this thing, but like they didn't say when that's going to come out.
Imagine probably 2 weeks before Dark Tidings drops.
Yeah, so we'll see it in 2 months.
That's when I would.
Yeah, exactly. Like they
correct.
It wasn't even a quote of the Enrage ruling. It was that Enrage stops you from reaping, which is not what Enrage says. It was so weird. Okay, I'll say Shadows. I'll play Bone Rot Venom. This is totally useless. I'll play Nexus, and I'll play Techno Thief.
My turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Lewis. I'm gonna play Neurosiphon. We'll steal 1. Give more than me and draw 1. I will play Daughter. I will play Dinobot. Do I exalt Dinobot here to take out the Techno Thief or the Nexus? I think I do. I think it's fine for me to give you an Amber. I just stole 1 from you. So I'll shoot the Techno Thief. I don't think I want you drawing. And then Zinzak is going to reap. And it is your turn. I will draw up to 9.
That's pretty funny. I can capture this. He's just clawing at it lazily. Wow.
Impressive.
You got it. Okay. I will say Untamed. I'll play a Fandangle. I'll play Ritual the Hunt. I will play Wild Spirit. I will play Reclaim by Nature in my Ritual. And I'm done. Just confusing things more. Yeah, and like compare that to the stream they did for the Gen Con thing when they just like got so much stuff wrong while they were playing, and it was just like, and then the lead designer's there telling them that's the wrong thing constantly. It makes me worried, a bit worried.
Yeah, there you go. Somebody posted the Enrage rule in chat, right? When it is used, it must be used to fight if able. Ghost Hawk says reap with it, right? So you're using the creature to reap. You're not using it to fight. You're not using the creature per like the game action of using a creature.
They messed up Marvel Champions rules too. I mean, I'm not surprised.
I am going to say this. I'm going to play Dominator Bobble. I am going to double doom Fandangle. I don't particularly want you to be able to use Fandangle. I'm going to discard Gateway. I'm going to discard Drekker. I'll Pandemonium to do a damage to the Nexus. Capture this one.
I don't. How hard is it to update rules documents monthly?
It's your turn. I will draw 5. Well, as somebody who has to help write policies, I'll tell you right now that shit sucks. It's boring as hell. Nobody wants to do it. So
But like
and that's like
they could have like one thing, and then if they're already
It's-
announcing stuff on multiple podcasts, you
and
just compile those things.
and this is like documentation our company needs, or we are like legally non-compliant and stop being a business kind of stuff. Like that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And it's the stuff you have to keep up to date, and it sucks shit. So
All right, I'm gonna say logos. I will standardize testing 5s and 2s.
okay.
I will play a Cronus. I'll play Munchling. I get an Amber.
Interphase, yeah.
I draw an archive, a card, and I will discard this Dimension Door. Your turn. 5/6.
Okay, I will say Logos. I'm going to play library card. I am going to diametric charge Cronus. I'll murder Nexus, put 2 on the Munchling. I am going to Eclectic Inquiry with a damage icon. I'll finish off the Munchling. And I archive 2. And then Zenzek is gonna reap in a 7. I'll say check at 7. It's your turn. I'll draw 2, and you will forge.
I'm just never gonna kill this thing. Not ever.
I hope not.
I'll say Untamed. I'll pick up the archive. Play Fandangle. Play Flumph. Play Wild Spirits.
Okay, Wild Spirits for the both of you.
Put one there. Your turn.
Okay. I will forge, and then I'm going to take like a 7-card Shadows turn. I am going to put my archives into my hand. Say Shadows. I'll play Miasma Bomb. I will play Xenothief and Fidget. A Lyco Thief.
Distracted by Eddie biting his foot.
And Nexus. I'm going to play Bow Knithing and do a damage to Fandangle. And steal 1. And then I'm going to play Rad Penny and steal 1. Okay. I will tell you to go ahead. I will draw 5.
Play Shadows. Play Francis. Play Francis. Play Bow. Play Sophistry. I don't get anything extra out of it. I do draw a card. And archive. Sure. He's being pretty goofy.
This dog is being unreasonably goofy. Now you keep it up, dog.
You be goofy right now.
You keep being goofy.
He's aware. He's onto us.
Okay, we're not. As you were, dog.
All right.
As you were.
But I got the camera positioned.
Better start being goofy.
No, okay. He's leaving. Nope.
All right. I am going to say this. I will put a chainmail on Frankie. I am, man, using all those shadows creatures probably pretty good there, huh?
Yeah.
I will pain reaction Fandangle. So 2 damage to Fandangle, kills it, splashes over. I am going to Mind Fire. QMX, no. They didn't deserve this. I will use the Dominator Bauble to reap with Fidget. Let's see if this backfires. So I'll play the top card of your deck. If it's in action, it's not. I am gonna play Xenofiend and do a damage to that Francis the Economist. I will play Gleeful Mayhem. I'll do 5 damage to Xenofiend and steal 1. I'll do 5 damage to Bow. I'll do 5 damage to Flimp and 5 damage to Zenzik. And I will discard that Cinder. And it is your turn. I will draw 6.
Hey, Logos. Play Neurosiphon. Steal 1. Draw a card. Play Emax. Play Zenzik. Your turn.
Alright, so I will forge. I am going to say Shadows. We'll play 2 Seeker Needles. I will mug my Zenzik. I will gotta use these in the right order in case I kill all my creatures. So I'll Reap with Bow, I'll Reap with Nexus. I got 2 cards left. Is there anything I haven't seen that I want to see? Mutant Cut Pierce is in there. Not worth really drawing. And Lethal Logica is the other card. Okay. Oh, it is not the other card. That's in my hand. I don't think it matters. I will Reap with the Xeno Thief. I will Reap with Rad Penny. I will Reap with the Lyco Thief. Then I'm going to Reap with Fidget. And discard the top card of your deck. Okay. I will just discard Subtle Auto. I think me drawing 2 is better than you discarding 1 here. I'll say check with 8. It's your turn. I will draw.
There's no Song of Wild in this deck.
And shuffle it 2.
Alright, well, say Shadows. I'll play a Red Penny. And
you just throwing
a Bow.
You throwing the rope into my lap? Should I be playing Rope Tug?
I guess Francis will Reap. I'm done.
Should I be playing Rope Tug with you? Should that be what is happening right now? Here, do you want to cut?
Could hit Archive. You could have. You could have.
You had 1 card in the archive?
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares?
Right.
Who cares?
I don't know if this deck has that many good actions, to be fair.
Okay. I think it's just Shadows again as much as tempting as it is to do anything else. Okay. Reap with Bow. Reap with Nexus. Miasma Bomb you so you can't forge. Reap with Xeno Thief. Reap with Lyco Thief. Reap with Red Penny. Execute Red Penny. I will play. I'll Reap with Fidget. Play the top card of your deck.
Okay.
Okay. Same.
I had to somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I had to do. There was no out for me at
It's
that
like
point. I had long lost.
Yeah.
Long ago. Basically, since turn 1, when there was Zenzik on the board, I had lost that game.
You couldn't kill.
Yeah.
There's so many extra cards.
A Sea of Logos Dish Shadows. Not surprising. Yeah, not surprising at all.
Oh, was that the tournament yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that noise. I after playing the Mass Mutation tournament, like the really good, like the top like 5% of Mass Mutation decks are just miserable to play against. Just miserable. It's like worse than Coda.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Also, because the turns probably take way longer.
The decks are just so much more efficient, right?
Yeah.
Like in Coda, you had to draw this stuff. You wanted to do busted, untamed stuff. You had to have it at the same time. You could do some stuff to engineer it, but like Logos in the set is so absurd.
I could see this going the opposite direction based on just like
when
you get the board, right?
Yeah, well, because if this deck wins Zinzi and that deck doesn't have great answers for it.
No, it doesn't. Red Pains and Furnaces everywhere. Yeah,
it's just miserable to play against.
Yeah.
Like I don't think in the game of Keyforge you should have a creature that when you play it, like, causes a 2 or more amber shift.
Without a downside, especially.
Without some sort of stipulation to it.
First.
Because creatures are so free.
Mulligans.
I mean, playing a creature is free. Like, it doesn't cost you anything, right? So I like having play effects that you can recur with like hysterias or other things. But with like Infernus, I think is a classic example of something that's just like too efficient. It's too good. If Infernus was an action or Infernus was a reap ability, I think it would be totally fine. Because it's not something that you could use multiple times in a turn. I think powerful effects, having to invest a card and time to put it onto the table, and then having to untap with it unanswered, right? I think that is like that's fine because you still have to use a creature, right? It's the same reason why I would keep the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I will say Logos. I will play Neurosiphon. I will play Zinz's.
Oh no.
And it's your turn. I will draw 4.
Say this. I will.
It's the reason why in Magic,
Pandemonium.
Eaton's Jar. I could see Eaton's Jar. Yeah.
Bobbled Paint Nail.
Okay.
Your turn.
I will say Shadows. I will vandalize you.
That's.
Oh, sorry. You get all the way up to the actual pressing the button part. This is tough, but I think that's the one that's got to go. Yeah, it's in the middle of a Shadow's turn. I'll Bone Rot the Zinzik, even though it didn't matter last game.
Useless.
Did not actually matter. I'll play Techno Thief and gain 1. I'll play Bow Knithing and do nothing. It's your turn. I will draw 3.
I'll say Shadows. I'll play Secret Needle. Play Cut Purse. Play Fidget. Play Xeno Thief. Play Bow Knithing. Do a damage. Your turn.
Okay, I will say Untamed. I'll play Ritual of the Hunt. Play a Fandangle. Play a Flumph. I'll discard Gloriana's Attendant. I am going to Reclaim by Nature the Seeker Needle. And then I am going to Rapid Evolution for 6. I'll put the 6 on to... I guess Fandango. It sets it up to get standardized testing. But what can I do? Okay. I'll draw 6. I'll say check with 6. Here.
I'll say dis. I will. So pain mail kills the Zenzi.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what Recycling Bin was, right? I feel like Recycling Bin was like a hedge against Infernus, but they gave it a Logos, which is already really good, and it's very slow, right? And it doesn't really, it's not really anti-Infernus, right? Because it doesn't give you the amber back for the stuff that was purged. I think Infernus in this set is a little less egregious.
I'm gonna bobble to reap and discard your chopper.
It is a Fandangle.
I was hoping for standardized test. I will play Lethal Mayhem. I'm actually going to play Xenofiend first. Damage there. Then I'll play Lethal Mayhem. And I'll do 5 and 5 and 5. 5. I'll steal 1. Pain mail. And I'm done.
Okay, so you are threatening. I will say Untamed. I'll put a Wild Spirit on Flumph. Put a Wild Spirit on Fandangle. Flumph is gonna fight Zenzik. Finish it off. It gets 2 +1/+1 counters. I will play a Dark Fairy. Then Fandangle will just reap. To keep you off the key. Let's return. I will say check with 9 and draw 1.
Alright, I'll say Logos. I'll play a Mutagenic Serum. Play Dinobot, Exalt to kill Fandangle. Before you do Fandangle things. I was lucky you didn't get to do Fandangle things that turn.
Then I could have, but it wasn't going to be powerful enough.
I'll Neurosiphon. 8, steal 1, draw 1. Play Diametric Charge. Play Daughter. Your turn.
Okay, so I'll forge. I am going to say Logos, so opposition research to keep you from reaping. Play this Professor Torado because at least the opposition research is up. I'll play this Munchling who's enhanced with an amber icon. Play Q-Max and draw. And it is your turn. I will draw 1.
Forge. Alright.
I threw a card somewhere over there. I don't even know how I did that. It was just the 1. Let's replay the VOD.
I'll say Logos. I'll play library card.
Tide is low, cards made up your purge.
Not booked in and fight Toronto. Your turn.
Okay, I will say Shadows. I'll play a bow and steal 1. I am going to play. I'm gonna pop this Ritual of the Hunt so Flumph can go fight Bot Bookton. No sense in giving you free cards. Buff itself. Then I'll play the Shadowsmith to give mutant creatures elusive. I'll play Nexus and 2 Francis the Economists.
Oh, Flumph is supposed to have taken 1 damage
from
the Diametric Charge 100 years ago.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. And it is your turn. I will draw 5.
Board's getting out of hand. Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll play a Secret Needle, play a Miasma Bomb, play Nexus. I will mug. I mug my Dino.
Flumph is at 4 counters. It is fought twice. It fought the Zinzik, and then it just killed Bot Bookton.
No, mug the Dinobot. This time on this earth is over. I will reap with
the R bits power tokens are reversible. One side has 1, the other side has 3. So I just swapped one of the ones to the 3. Sleight of hand. I misdirected you.
I'll reap. I will reap. I will reap. And I'll reap with Fidget. Get your top card. Fidget will never hit anything good against that deck.
Yeah, unlikely.
Your turn.
Okay. I guess I will say Shadows. I'm going to start things off with Nexus by reaping, using your Miasma Bomb to keep you from forging. I will reap with Shadowsmith. Put me a 6. I'll reap with Bow. Put me at a 7. I'll reap with Francis the Economist. Put me at 8. I am going to Perplexing Sophistry to put me at a 9. I'll draw a card from the Sophistry. I will discard a card from you and then draw again. It's not nothing. And then Francis will just reap. Put me to 10. And I will tell you to go ahead. I'll say check with 10. I don't draw anything.
Okay. I'll say
I had 1 card to play. I'd love to steal the library card, but I had 1 card to play. So
I'll say dis. I will.
It was going to draw 2 cards, so it would have drawn 3 cards playing it, but still. If I don't hit another Shadows card, then the library card just goes away.
To reap with Cut Purse.
You said what for your turn?
Dis.
Okay.
Reap with Xenothief. Use Dominator Bobble to reap. Use Dominator Bobble to reap with Fidget. Get your top card.
Oh,
Look over there. So I'll shoot the Shadowsmith and steal 1. I will Gateway. Play Drekker. And your turn.
Okay, I am my Q max rate. Okay, I will say Logos. I will put my archives into my hand. Oh, I do Forge, right. I will standardize testing Drakkar away. I will play the QMax and draw. I will play the QMax and shuffle and draw.
I don't think that deck has AP.
No, this one doesn't. Yeah. I don't think. No.
Sven Dryden, thank you sub to Orange Soda 28. Thanks so much.
Was it Keenan and Kel?
Mm-hmm.
Got any Keenan and Kel fans in the chat there? I'll play Mobius Scroll. I'll play Cronus. Oh, I gotta draw the one from the QMax. Right?
Yes. Drascore with a follow. Good game earlier. We played in the KFPL match, though.
Oh, yeah, cool. And it is ooh your turn. I'll draw one.
Forge. I will say Shadows on a Rad Penny. On a Secret Needle. A Subtle Auto. Yeah, there were. And that's my turn.
Okay, I'll say you got 10 there.
I got 10 there.
Okay, I'll say Shadows. I'll Vandalize. Had to be bow because I can Rad Penny bow. I hit the second bow. I stopped 5.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. This deck is done. That was a pretty close game.
Yeah.
The gateway was crucial.
Yeah. For sure.
Because me using I was basically trying to engineer a state where I can just reap and win the game because the effervescent was gone, so I knew your big answers were gone. So Artemis, eternally cold now.
Yep. No more hot.
Not hot.
Man's not hot. Deck's not hot.
All right. Prowler advances. Justin won the bet. Okay.
So we got new decks here. Helmollen, which is our last remaining 6-0 deck.
Okay.
And then Pete Griffith, the Square Judge.
So Andrus was the first 6-0 deck that we had that won a tournament.
Yep.
Traditionally, 6-0 decks do not do well in the tournaments.
We've never had a 5-1 win.
Oh, that's true too. You got 6?
11.
Helmollen were constantly like, why is this deck here? And then it just beats the shit out of its opponents.
Yeah.
And you just wonder, why did we question this deck?
It was like the deck we played the other night. What deck was it? Is it this one?
It's not
Cantrad. I think it's the other one.
Director
Kozache.
Yeah.
The finals of that tournament, 6-0 versus 6-0, yes. Because Light Tasker was also 6-0.
Yeah.
No, Light Tasker was finals.
Light Tasker was, it was 6-0.
Oh, yeah, it was 6-0.
Yeah.
It was handily 6-0, if I remember correctly.
The Ardreth match was close.
It was close. Well, in the group stage, it was handily 6-0.
The first game, I think the first game I played with Light Tasker, I called Logos the whole game and won because the Logos and Light Tasker, if untouched, will just win the game for you.
Yeah, and it's also like archiving the whole time it's doing stuff too. It's just like creating a future insane turn at the same time. What's up, Wizard Random? How are you? Oh, I gotta look at this deck. Okay.
Light Tasker was in the finals, I believe.
Oh, this is the 2 Causal Loop Archivist deck. It's got Nobu Dynamo.
The Ardreth Light Tasker matchup was crazy.
Yeah.
Those were grindy games. The problem is that Light Tasker can steal and Ardreth cannot. So any amber that Light Tasker stole was amber that Ardreth could never make up for. So
this is also the Amberlution deck. Maverick to Purify.
Light Tasker has a quant, right? Or a
It does have a quant and a wormhole tech.
Yeah, that's what happened. I think I had like wormhole tech. I had like hologramophone, Titan Guardian, wormhole tech, but just a bunch of stuff. I think I had Group Think Tank out even. I didn't action Group Think Tank. Group Think Tank was just fighting because it has 3 armor. So, yeah. Light Tasker versus Andres. And Andres won because... And Andres made it look sort of easy, but it was like on the back of Gambling Den. Because Light Tasker, it says, I will not let you forge... You have 6 amber, you are not safe. Florida winner, tier 3. 16 months. That's a banger.
Whew. Thank you, Lord Winner. Appreciate that.
Top 4. Yeah, I do remember that. All the top 4 were 6-0.
Yeah. And there were not that many top 4 going into it, so there's maybe like 6 of them, I think.
As much as we complain about mass mutations, Worlds Collide was really stratified. Like the decks had like there was a very clear caste system that the decks were in.
Bets.
So
if you weren't here, Murtani, there would never be a bet. Between you and our boy Moy. Alright. So you're first. I think.
Yeah, but the thing was, Ardreth was, like, just one of the best Vault Tour decks that we had seen, right?
Yeah.
So
I think Ardreth should have been a Vault Tour winning deck. Just saying.
Yeah, it probably should have been. Alright, I am going to play Forum of Giants. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Logos. I will Smoko, play a Munchling, and Causal Loop a card.
Okay. You'll get one at the start of my turn.
Heck yeah.
I am going to say this. I will Mark of this the Munchling. Draw. I am going to Gleeful Mayhem and finish the Munchling off. And then I will play Snoret. It is your turn. I will draw 2. Go ahead.
Okay, I guess I'll say Logos. I'll pick up the Archive. I'll play Autoencoder. I will play Causal Loop to archive the Archivist.
Okay.
And Smoko will reap. Your turn.
Alright, start my turn. Form of Giants gives me 1. I am going to say...
The KFPL games went.
They went.
They occurred.
And the game versus Cavs really good. Game 3 is a banger. I'm on the wrong side of it, but game 3 is really good. Objectively, it's just a great game of Keyforge. I will play Potion of Invulnerability. I will play Champion Anafil. I will play Ardent Hero. I am gonna play Bulwark and Techno Knight. And it is your turn. I will tell you to go ahead. Snoret captures 1. I will.
I am not feeling good. What is the?
You looking for some board wipes there?
Okay, I do have one. All right,
he did not play the Kong deck. He played.
I'll survey.
He played the Brobnar Worlds Collide deck. And I'll hang back on the spoilers if you want to watch the game. Despite basically spoiling it already, but I'll hold back on them a little bit further.
Discard that.
Because it doesn't do anything to the board.
It does nothing. Does nothing. Your turn.
Okay, so I've got a 6.
Kirby has an amber on it. I never see that amber on Kirby for some reason.
I've got a 6, so I get that at the start of the turn, and then I forged with the Forum of Giants.
Yeah. That's fine. Oh god.
I am going to say
we might be done with the stream by 8:30.
I am going to say Sanctum. I will play Barrister Joya, who's enhanced with an amber icon. I am going to Reap with the Techno Knight. I will discard a card. I'm going to pitch Stirring Grave to draw. Oh, good God. I am going to play another Barrister Joya with a damage icon that I'll put into the Devil Ape. I will Reap with the Ardent Hero. I will Reap with the Bulwark. I will Reap with Champion Anaphyl. And then I will play Grey Rider right here. Champion Anaphyl is going to ready and fight subject Kirby. And it is your turn. I will say check with 6. Here's a bunch of stupid Sanctum creatures. Deal with it, nerd.
Yeah.
I'll draw 3.
Yeah, okay. I'll say Untamed.
Oh, Snurret captures one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, here you go. I'll say Untamed. I'll fight the Grey Rider.
He's dead.
I will play 2 Songs of the Wild.
Okay.
Now Ghost Talk.
Oh.
I can't read.
Oh.
Your turn. I guess I could just discard those Songs of the Wild. I might as well actually just discard all 3 of these cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
a great turn.
Start of the turn, I will get one for the Forum of the Giants, and I'll spend 6. I don't see any reason why I don't take this Sanctum turn. I am going to Reap with the Techno Knight. I'll discard Cinder and draw a card. Hey, a Sanctum creature. I'll play Bulwark. I am going to go out on a limb and say the Knights, the stupid Logos mutants, are the best ones. Just the discard draw is so insane. It's so insane. Bulwark is going to Reap. Champion Anaphyl is going to Reap. Ardent Hero is going to Reap. Barrister Joy is going to Reap. Barrister Joy is going to Reap. And it is your turn. I will draw one. I'll say check with 7.
Okay. Okay, you win.
Alright.
You win the game.
Forum of Giants barely mattered.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of mattered, but...
Love a Mass Mutation board.
Jeez.
This deck.
Okay, well. P. Griffith, you're gonna have to do something. It's gonna have to play a time in the Amberlution. That's the thing. It's like there was a time when I could have played Amberlution that would have at least. I had
2 Citizen Tricks. So if you just like slam the Citizen Tricks,
I mean, you hadn't even played like other houses. So like that's like part of the way to getting into the game, but it's probably not enough ultimately.
Well, I'm saying you bypass the play effect of Citizen Tricks by slamming them into play. That's what I was trying to point out.
Okay.
So,
but they are in play for the next turn.
Yeah,
and you immediately activate them. So,
right. And at City Gates.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, City State Interest.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Yeah. The Sanctum in that deck is something else.
Yeah. The board is crazy. Though this is the Joyas.
Yeah.
They're just so oppressive, and they have Amber on them for some reason.
So they like speed you towards victory.
Yeah.
It's like the Amber's telling you, "Hey, you should be playing me."
We got 10 minutes to finish this game. For the prophecy to be fulfilled.
It's a shame because this is like the greatest Archivist deck that's ever existed.
It's really good. I mean, like, yeah, I got my Archivist into the archive, and I had
with an active autoencoder,
and it was just
did
so
not
slow.
matter.
It was way too slow.
Did not matter.
Way too slow.
I think that was a pretty good draw. It's just that deck is just so many creatures. Like there's so many Sanctum creatures.
It's like 25 creatures in the whole deck total anyway.
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
you don't
7,
count all
8,
creatures, so we can just type it in.
9, 10 Sanctum creatures.
Okay, yeah.
It is Commandeer and Potion of Invulnerability are the non-Sanctum creatures in that deck. So
yeah, it looks direct-eyed.
Yeah, we did see that.
Yep, very sad.
What is a bummer?
Love me some Jeopardy.
Yeah, so I feel like Alex Trebek and Sean Connery both had pretty good runs. Like, you make it to 80 plus, you get world renowned, people generally like you. That's about what you want, right? Gotta be pretty happy with that.
Yeah. No major Jeopardy scandals over the years.
Yeah.
Seven.
8. Okay. I don't think I can T1 that against the deck. I have Amber Lucian and like 4 creatures. It's like tempting to just turn 1 Amber Lucian, everything into play.
Huh.
Right.
That's interesting, yeah.
I'm doing it for science.
For science.
This is science, okay? This is probably not the correct play, but this is science. So we're gonna be doing some science. Amber Lucian. Okay. I have a survey and a causal loop. This configuration is fine. That's some Saurian stuff. Yeah. I guess we'll do something like this. I don't think I want your... I don't even have Amber for you to really go off on with these creatures. So, okay. I'll do it like that. Yeah. Yeah. And then I'll draw 5 because of the daughter. And back up to 7. And it's your turn.
Okay. I'll say Saurian. Play this Captura. I will... fight Scout Pete. Fight daughter, fight daughter.
Okay, my turn. I will say... Actually, I think this is a Logos turn. This is not a bad Logos turn. Stretch. So I think I'll say Logos. I'm going to Positron Bolt the Shrix. I am going to Causal Loop this card. And then Munchling will fight Cornison Octavia. I'll discard the Causal Loop. Clean up some Saurians, and I will tell you to go ahead. I will draw you.
I will say this. I'll play Snarette. I'll fight. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I will Mark of Dis. Draw a card. The Munchling.
Okay.
And then I'll fight the Munchling. And then I'll play a Break Key. Your turn.
Alright, I'll play Autoencoder, and it's your turn.
Play Saurian. Play Pterodactyl. Damage on Cinder. Okay, calm down. Jeez. I'll play Form of Giants. And Thero Centurion. About to fight this away team, I think. And capture 1.
My turn.
Yeah.
I will say Starlance. I'll put mark as in my hand. I'm gonna red alert. And draw for the red alert. I will survey. So look at the top two. Discard one. I guess I'm discarding as access denied.
Red alert. We've been hit. Shields.
I'm gonna scout Pete. Scout Pete's gonna draw one, and then I'm gonna look at the top card. Dang. No, yeah, we'll keep that there. Oh yeah, that's not a dang. That's a dang yeah. I'm gonna play Kirby. He's gonna let me play Gloriana's Attendant. He's gonna draw, and I'm gonna play a Kirby. He's gonna play a Cephalist, who's enhanced. And I'll just go ahead and run out this Explorer Rover. Creature, just the volume of creatures matters in this matchup, I think.
Yeah.
So, and it is your turn. I will draw 4.
We get one for the forum. I'll play Sanctum. I'll play Commandeer.
Almost fell out of your chair.
Play Techno Knights. Capture. Play Bulwark. Capture. Play Bulwark. Capture. Your turn. Time to reap them while you got them.
I got to say Untamed here. You're gonna like fight me to oblivion on the next turn. The funny thing is the
My
number
bulwarks will tear you apart.
the number of Sanctum mutants in that deck is really high because I have this Vault's Blessing. It
just
would
like
normally be like an auto slam versus Saurian and Sanctum, but you've got 3. I still think I play it. You're gonna forge anyway because of the Forum of Giants. Because I do have a Dark Fairy.
you get like a bunch. You get 6.
Now, the actual question here is I can actually kind of like this. I think what I do is, or do I like Reaping more? The deck doesn't scale Amber Answers well, but I also got to get stuff off the table. Because I have a Resurgence, and I could fight. It's a card and an Amber, which is about the same as what would happen if I were to Reap. So like equivalent. So I'll have the Gloriana's Attendant fight Bulwark. I'll have Cephalus fight Bulwark. I will Resurgence back the Attendant, and it's a mutant, so I'll get back the Cephalist. I will play the Attendant and draw a card. I will play the Cephalist and gain 1. Then I can Vault's Blessing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me. Okay, not a bad turn overall. I'll say check with 9. It's your turn. Then 2.
Gain 1, Forge. Okay, I'll say Sanctum. I will. I'll Reap with Techno Knight. Discard a card. Draw a card. I will fight Kirby. Assault.
Amber or non-amber?
Non-amber.
Okay.
I will Ray Rider fight the other one. Play champion. Your turn.
Alright, so I will forge. Think I have to keep blazing through this deck. So I am going to play Sloppy Lab Work because I gotta get back around to my board answers. So I'll play Sloppy Lab Work. I'll archive a card. I am going to archive the Archivist, and then I'll discard a card.
Who archives the Archivist?
Yeah.
You get to archive
discard and then archive the top card. Okay. I am gonna play Research Shmoko, and then I'm gonna Causal Loop and archive.
all the cards.
Alright, your turn. I will draw 6.
I'll say dis. I will play Break Key. Oh, I get 1 at the beginning of the turn.
Yeah.
Play Break Key.
Yep.
I will play Inspector. I will Explosion, Spectre, and the Scout Pete.
Okay.
I'll fight Dark Fairy.
Okay.
And a Grim Reminder for Dinos. The Tricks, Octavia, and a Theros Centurion.
Okay.
The ones what were at the beginning of the game. And I'll say check with 6.
Okay. I am.
Purge a card with the Inspector.
Oh, okay. This could be big. Could be big. I think I can survive the loss of any one card here. I'm just not going to be thrilled about it.
Oh, wow. Purge.
That one sucks, because I think if you had left the... if I had both with the Ghost Hawk,
yeah,
I think I have a chance of winning this game, because I think I can get high enough. Okay, I will say Untamed. I am going to play Song of the Wild. I am going to play a Niffle Ape and a Fandangle. I am going to put a Wild Spirit on the Research Shmoko. I get 2 for playing it. I get to capture 1. I'll put the 1 on Niffle Ape. I will play Ghost Hawk here, so I'll Reap with the Smoko and get 2 and capture 1. I will Reap with Gloriana's Attendant to get 2. Then I will Reap with the Cephalist to get 2. Just imagine I had 3 more Amber there. Alright. Your turn. I will draw these 3 and then shuffle and draw 3
Dino
more.
time.
Dino time?
Yeah. I will play...
Yeah, it would have been a sick turn to the other song. I got a feeling what's its face is coming down.
Play Strix.
See state interest.
Play Redbone to Exalt to kill Fandangle. Play Goliatops and draw. Unstun. Play Redbone exalts to destroy the I'll get the Cephalist. I will play Theros Centurion. Capture. I'm gonna give Thero a Siren Horn. I will play Corns and Octavia, and I'll play Save State Interest. I'm gonna ready all these and I can figure out the Amber. So I consolidate. Okay. Boom. I
have
think I
1,
count-
2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 9, so
Yeah.
3 don't capture.
Okay. That can capture.
So you skipped 2 here.
Yep. That can capture. That can capture. That can capture. Skip that. That can capture. That. That. Did I miss one?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had 10.
Okay.
Captured there.
So skip there and skip there.
You stole 1. Yeah, because I had 12. Okay.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Well, don't forge, I guess. I am going to say Untamed and not pick up anything from my archives. I am going to Reap with Ghost Hawk. I am going to Reap with Goriana's Attendant. I am going to Reap with Niflheim. And I'm going to Amber Illusion.
Okay. Well,
I have these 2. So destroyed effects. These 2 Amber are yours. Destroyed. Smoko's going to archive and die. Those go to you. No destroyed effects.
no short effects.
Okay. This all gets picked up and thrown to there. Evolution goes to there. Dynamo and Scout Pete.
Good lord.
Okay. All right. I'll say check with a billion.
You get 1 for the forum.
Check with 19, and then I'll draw 3.
Forge. Okay. Well, I have to say Sanctum here. Play a potion, and I will reap 3 times. Hope that's enough, pretty much.
Okay, I will forge. First Novu Dynamo. I am going to pitch Daughter, I guess. That card does not matter. Spin the 6 and forge. I will put the archives into my hand. Just this card. The rest could stay there. I will say Star Alliance. I will purify Bulwark. Urged. I will play Garcia to make a keys cost 8. I'll access Deny to Joya. I will Red Alert to draw a card. Scout Pete. Oh, I could have actually read the Scout Pete first. And I'll discard Meter just as reason. Okay. I'll say check with that minis.
That's it. 2 Evolutions will do it, I guess.
Yeah. Amber Illusion. I'm actually glad that card is doing well in this tournament.
That's a good card.
I like that card a lot. It's really cool. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're not wrong.
You would think so. You would think it would be a good time to have an online client. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Well, maybe I can win 1 game tonight, but I kind of doubt it, and I feel like I'm not going to get to play 2 Evolutions against you. But at least we got to game 3. Thanks for the follow, Farticus Maximus.
Farticus. I am Farticus. Alright, we got the bets going on.
That game was probably good on the Amber for somebody.
Yeah, it was lopsided.
Yeah.
It was a lopsided game. Got the bet going now, side Crabbear. Value bet. That deck is fun. There's some cool stuff you can do with that deck.
Oh yeah. It's very efficient. But if you draw 6 Sanctum creatures at the beginning of the game, then there's nothing they can do about it. It doesn't have its Evolution, so...
Yeah, or Red Alert, right?
Yeah.
Because the Red Alert Because part of what threw that first game was Smoret just sitting behind a taunt you could never get to.
Yep. That was like the last problem I had, but it was definitely one of the problems I had to deal with at some point.
I think the big thing there was how much faster my draw was. That Star Alliance turn that I took was wacky. The double Kirby turn. Science,
yeah. Amberlution science is proven scientific.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good science, right?
Yeah, it was.
Because
that was as bad as it could be for you, right, at that point, because it was 3 dinos on the table. Yeah, but you still, I mean, it worked out.
Well, I mean, at that, so I think the thing is the hand's not sculpted.
Yeah.
Right. So if you've got a 3, 2, and a 1 hand, let's say you even mulligan and you got a 5-card hand and you go turn 1 Amberlution. That was about as good as it was going to get because I got 4 cards. It was Novu Dynamo was one of them, was it? No. But yeah. Yeah, and that was the big thing is I shut off the play effects. And because Dreadbone Decimus in that deck's got a play effect. There's a lot of like dinos I could hit there that I just shut off their effect, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any amber, so I don't really have to worry about the capturing or the stealing with Shricks and whatnot. So 9. I have a 10.
Okay.
This hand feels like a mulliganer. I don't see 5 Sanctum creatures. Yeah, bitch. Science. It's the Jesse Pinkman opener. Okay, I'll say Saurian, I'll play Leotops and draw.
Starlance, I'll play Scout Pete. I'll discard that survey, I'll play Purify.
Got nothing.
Your turn.
Okay, I will say Sanctum. Champion Anvil. Barrister Joya to do a damage to Scout Pete. Play 2 Bulwarks. Actually, I think I want it like this. Bulwark, Anafil, Barrister, Bulwark. There. It's better lineup. And your turn, I will draw 4.
Say Starlance, play Scout Pete, draw, look, card, play Kirby, play Fandango. Your turn.
You got that Scout Pete. Oh, you can't read with it.
I cannot.
I am going to say Saurians. I'll play Amphora Captura. I will play Cornison Octavia. I will play Citizen Shricks. Exalt to steal 1. I will play that City State Interest. I don't think it's going to matter. And then Galeatops will go Trample Ending. It's a lot of assault. And it is your turn. I will.
Well, say Untamed. I'll discard Vault's Blessing, and I'll Amberlution.
I have 5.
5 creatures? What are you looking at? Wait.
Because I have Sinestra, I wonder how that works with Amberlution.
Does it say come into play? Or
after your opponent plays a creature on their left?
They're coming into play.
Okay. So this is all dead. There's all that you can do with what you will.
Okay. It is still stunned.
If I had one Sanctum card in my hand, I would have played. Let's put into play. Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
Okay, I will. I care so little for these creatures that I shall let them live. I will say on Dis, I'll reap with Sinestra. I will reap with Snoret. And then I will play Break Key. And it is your turn. I will draw 6. Snoret will capture 1.
Say Starlance, play a Researcher, play Garcia. All access denied. Sinestra. Wait, what side is it?
Left flank.
Okay. And then
So that's your left flank.
I'll fight the Snoret.
Okay.
Your turn.
I will say Dis. I'll say Dis.
Access denied on the away team? Not really. I might want to reap with it.
Sinestra is going to fight Garcia.
What am I doing?
I don't know. I do not know. I am going to Grim Reminder for Sanctum.
Yep. That's not great.
Get a chain. I will play Inspector. I will play Drekker. I will Implosion the Inspector and get Niffle Ape because Song of the Wild is a thing. Purged. Okay, I'll drop a chain. I'll say check with 6 and it'll.
Okay, I'll say Untamed. I'll play Cephalist. Play Ghost Talk. Reap with those two.
Sure.
Your turn.
I forge.
Yep.
I am going to say Dis. I will play Break Key. I will reap with Drekker and steal 1. Sinestra will fight. I can't. Oh, Sinestra. I can't steal because of the Cephalist.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a way to stop that then. I probably would have gone with a different call. So Sinestra is going to fight the Ghost Hawk.
Both then. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, it'll just take
1.
2.
Yeah.
Access denied, and then I will play Cinder. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, Forge.
Yep.
Say Logos. I will Positron Bolt. I'll play a Smoko, a Causal Loop, and Archivist will reap. Your turn.
Okay, I will say Saurians. I'm going to play Forum of Giants. I will play Shrix and Exalt and steal 1. Pterodactyl is going to unstun, and I am going to reap with the Theros Centurion. And it is your turn. I will draw 2. Go ahead.
Say Logos, play autoencoder, play a daughter, do damage, play causal loop, archive a card. I will reap or fight this bulwark. Yeah, I'll fight this bulwark.
Okay.
And then make a dark outside. Your turn.
Okay, I control the most powerful at the start of the turn, so I will forge. Part of me just wants to say Saurians because I don't think I can lose the game as long as I have this Sanctum stuff. I think I can win the game with using Saurian stuff until you do something. So Pterodactyl's gonna fight the Cephalist.
I need one more card actually.
Okay, I'll reap with a Theros Centurion. I'll reap with Citizen Shrix. So exalt, get one for reaping, and steal one. And it is your turn. Go ahead.
I'll say Untamed. I'll discard 2 Song of the Wilds. Play Wild Spirit. Okay. Your turn.
Alright, start of the turn. I'll get one for the Pterodactyl because I'm a Giants. I will say Saurians. I'll reap with the Pterodactyl. I'll reap with the Theros Centurion. I'll reap with Citizen Shrix. So get one. I'll exalt and I'll steal one. And it is your turn.
Wish I had been able to make 8 free amber or whatever you did last game. With Vault's Blessing.
Plus the
It's the Ghost Hawks and stuff.
yeah. Well, the yeah. I have this absolutely disgusting. You know what makes me most
turn.
You know what makes me most mad about this game? I have this absolutely disgusting Sanctum turn that I'm not gonna get to take.
Yep. True.
Because this Saurian stuff's gonna win the game for me before I can play 10 Sanctum cards.
I'll say Star Alliance. And I will play Red Alert.
Okay, so 3 damage.
Yep.
So Cinder takes 1, Theros takes 2.
I lose.
Dead.
I then lose.
Pterodactyl takes 3.
With Epic Quest? Yeah, that would be sweet. God, you could
Oh my god!
get the
you could get a legacy
one.
Epic Quest.
That would be awesome.
There's probably a legacy Epic Quest in this set, and that deck is just gross.
I think Epic Quest is probably good in AoA too, because of all the archiving.
This is the Sanctum turn.
Yeah. Where you commandeer and all the Sanctum nerds to show up and start.
Yeah, I was like, I can't lose the game as long as I keep this commandeer and 9 other Sanctum cards.
Mm-hmm. Disgusting.
Yeah, unethical.
Very unethical.
I'm sorry anybody who's watching with the children that you have to see that.
At least you didn't resort to those measures.
Yeah,
I guess. Oh boy.
I won the game ethically, activating 3 Saurians at a time.
What a great night.
Hell Mullen. I'm going to the Mullen, and all hell's coming with me.
Come on, it's pretty bananas.
The director of the oppressed is this. So at this point, like if we had the budget to animate stuff, I feel like Hell Mullen at this point is like the heel. This is the one that it's got the most ominous name, right? Hell Mullen, the director of the oppressed. It's the one that is the most miserable to play against.
No, we ain't playing no adaptive match for that. That was the 3rd game anyway.
It is the most miserable to play against when you're losing to it because the Sanctum dudes are just stomping you into a hole. All right, so tomorrow night. Pete Griffith.
Thanks, Wizard Random.
Appreciate it, Wizard Random.
I did get a scanner to scan Archon art, so that may be a thing happening in the future. As far as animating them, I don't know how to do that. I can like put them in a picture together.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But tomorrow,
not nearly as many entrants in that. But
tomorrow is the final game of the top 16, which involves Venus, Ignishot versus Fugitive Adler. Actually, probably a really good match. It might be close. And then we move on to the top 8. We get the first match of the top 8, which is BW Ediplume versus Mr. Jetfeet, which is also probably going to be a pretty good game. I mean, the decks that are to the left
just gets the decks. The decks are more focused. They're faster. They're more efficient. They have better answers. And that's just the way Keyforge tournaments work, right? You naturally push better and better.
There is a Grim Reminder Epic Quest deck. It's called the New Neighbor.
The New Neighbor.
How many creatures?
Somebody dug this
1,
up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's got Star Alliance, so it's got a survey.
It's
got 2 Val Jerichos in that deck.
What is this deck?
You can like play the Epic Quest on a Star Alliance turn.
Oh man.
To help with efficiency.
That's hilarious.
That deck is awesome.
It's very cool.
That deck is sweet. I don't know. This deck may not be good. It doesn't have to be good because this deck is sweet.
Yeah. It's going to do a fun thing like one every 3 games, right? That's really cool.
So that's a really cool deck. I think that's the type of deck that you like.
-2 Metascore. That's trash.
Yeah, 70 sass. It's poo poo.
Trash garbage. New Neighbor owner got a free deck rating on TTR. I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean that's like a cool collector's item, I'd say.
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely.
Like that's like something you would go out of your way to find. So
Play Val and Kirby archive 6 sanctum creatures on Epic Quest.
Yeah.
Be pretty sweet. Well, if only there was a way to like recur Epic Quest somehow, but
yeah, you would need. There's no artifact recurl.
You're gonna get one pretty cool key in the game, and then the rest of the keys are like,
I mean, it has a lot of solid bodies, I'd say.
Yeah.
Throughout the rest of that, right? It's got 2 Stirring Graves to go with the Grim Reminder, so like you could even end up.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So like you could even end up in situations where I think, you just like outvalue your opponent, right? Because the Star Alliance in that deck is actually really good to keep putting into your archives to let you keep playing more stuff.
We're tiny. Let's see a deck.
Oh yeah, we'll look at a deck. We got some time. Yeah, turn 1 Val's not. Turn 1 Val is like the equivalent of turn 1 Zinzik. I'd say. You get more options, I'd say.
Scholar. Something. Scholar. Unig, the Thwartive Magistrate.
So this is a Coda deck.
Your decent Epic Quest deck. Okay.
It's got 2 Hey Y'alls. Or sorry, 1 Hey Y'all.
2 Angers, Burn Stockpile, Punch, Sound the Horns, Valdir. Love that Brobnar.
Yeah, this is a good Brobnar right
here.
here.
Yeah, that's sweet Brobnar.
I don't need to see anymore. This deck's awesome.
And you have a Rise, so you could Arise into the Epic Quest, yeah. Or just Arise and forget Trembles and Dust
Double
Imps.
Dust Imp with Hecatombs.
Yeah.
So you could Arise your Dust Imps back and Hecatomb them away. So that's definitely a play.
So your Rise is doing a lot of cool stuff in here. Also, just like, I think any house you end up arising can be good, right?
PB for the to kill the Dust Imps.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff going on.
2 Sergeant Zakiels. It's so fighting.
Oh yeah.
2 Sergeant Zakiels, 2 Angers.
Yeah. This is like the Brobnar Sanctum decks that I love from the earlier sets that are just aggressive. They're just
really fun.
They're just getting in there and they're just wailing away.
Stream favorite Seki.
Yeah.
Pretty
cool.
Uno
Seki.
Yeah, I like this a lot. This looks like a very fun deck. Plus, you got Poltergeist for the answer. You got 2 Metascore. Wow. Incredible. Scaling, Amber Control.
This is 4 meta better than that other deck.
Artifact Control. 0 board clear. 0 creature clear. 0 Amber Control. Amazing. 2 meta Poggers. Poggers. Jehu's pretty cool too.
Drumble. So like you want to go to exactly 6 against this deck because of the Burn the Stockpile and the Drumble.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a cool deck. That's a fun one. You take a look at these Coda decks and it just feels so much less complicated.
There's nothing complicated about this, and you can look at the deck list and kind of know what it's doing, as opposed to Mutation, where you look at the deck list and you're like,
yeah, and you're like, that deck beat this deck.
Yeah.
But this deck has auto encode.
And 68 sass too. Wow. What a garbage deck.
Yeah.
It's terrible. No, I would love to play this deck. Looks very fun.
I mean, it's got a little bit of everything, right?
It does.
You got a poltergeist, so you can blow up artifacts. You've got some amber control. More importantly, you've got control for large amounts of amber in the form of burn the stockpile and drumble. You even have a key hammer. You could end up in a situation where you key hammer drumble them, right? So that's really cool. The only problem with decks like this is that there's nothing. You're playing a fair game as far as volume of cards that you play.
Yeah.
That was one of those things against Cav earlier in the KFPL that I really felt. I was playing Untamed Brobnar Shadows from Worlds Collide. No house cheating.
So I wonder if
no cards played out of phase.
Like Logos in Coda was just a little bit of extra draw. And a little bit of extra.
And it was draw cards for the most part. It archived here and there.
Because it had like lab work and stuff. But it didn't have archive a million cards. It didn't have draw a million cards aside from library access. Of course, that was very good. Some of the most broken decks in the game have library access in them, or they did back in the day. But like now, this Logos and Mutation is just like a lot of stuff giving you extra value, which makes the whole deck better. But in Coda, I feel like it was a sweet spot.
Yeah, and I would say there was this sweet spot in AOA as well.
There could be some very busted.
Yeah, but the thing was, AOA, there was less control over what you were putting in your archives, because there was just a lot of just random stuff getting put into your archives. So you needed to have a deck that could take advantage of being able to play that stuff at the right time, or deal with like having a huge, like, knowledge is power, obviously really good when you just have a huge archives.
Yeah.
But like Director of ZYX, it's just putting random stuff in your archives. When you play ZYX Researcher, and you get the top card of your deck, it's random, you know. So, but in this set, you've got like it's auto encoder. It's such a simple artifact, but the design of it is, you don't really understand its impact on the game. Because if you end up with stuff you don't want to play, you just discard it, and so you just have a larger hand for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So I think part of the issue is the classic Magic Blue problem, where when they didn't have an idea for where an effect should go, they just put it into blue. They're like, this sounds like trickery, we'll just throw it into blue. And I feel like that is the case for Logos in a lot of ways. There's a lot of Brobnar cards, like Old Boomy, that are rare, that should probably be like uncommon or something, so you'd see them more often. Nogi Smart Fist, right? Like I think there's room for, especially in the other houses. I think Untamed, pulling stuff from your discard pile. There's a lot of strategy to that, right? Glimmer. Do you pull something you want to play that turn, or do you pull something that you want on the following turn? If you pull it for the following turn, your opponent knows you have it, so playing around it is less of an option.
Yeah, no, I like control.
I think this has the right amount of efficiency with putting creatures into the archives from your discard pile, right? That's something that's flavorful and unique. It fits into Dis. You're doing some necromancy stuff. That is good. Like Exhume, Stirring Grave, all that stuff is right about the power level it should be. And I think putting cards from the discard pile in the archives is very slow. Yeah, this feels right. I just hate the control taking turns aspect of it. I kind of hate discarding cards at random as well. So I like Deep Probe. If you want an effect for discarding cards, it can be very punishing, but it takes some skill to play and to use correctly, right? Yeah, I think he was slapping the camera.
Yeah. He wants a treat. No one's giving him a treat. Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah. Over here. What's he doing over here?
Just chilling.
What's he doing right here? This dog?
Yeah.
What's this dog doing?
Oh.
Get the rope. Where's the rope? Where's the rope? Get the rope. Get the rope. It's right there.
I can't.
No, the rope's right there. The rope's under there. You see the rope? Get the rope.
There's the treat.
The rope.
He's about to be distracted. There's that treat.
Yeah. Yeah, so, or Imperial Trader, right? look at your opponent's hand and purge one if it's a sanctum. We have a full behind the scenes Cormac that Justin did. If you want to see how the whole room looks and how the whole setup is, Justin put up a video on our YouTube. It's a few months old at this point.
Still relevant. Same stuff.
But it's the same setup. So
yeah.
It's the setup we currently use.
2 treats.
2 treats. Smashing food in that dog's face.
Wait. Go ahead. Right. Oh,
that was a good catch.
Very nice.
It's a very good catch. Now, quit run around in circles so you throw up.
What else?
Yeah, I think so. I think the thing is, so stealing is powerful. So, like shadows sometimes feels like it doesn't need the efficiency because stealing is just so powerful in general, right? It's such so if you like fulfill the condition that you need to steal, it feels like you got your value worth of that card. There's a lot of creatures in this game when you play them and they just die before they get their effect off. You don't get to do anything. So
I wonder if I was gonna say Imperial Trader, like how can you make that card affect every deck, every opponent without making it
discard
broken?
a creature.
Discard a creature.
Or discard an action.
Or name a house.
Name a
card,
house,
name
look
a
at their
card
hand,
type.
discard an action.
Name a card type.
Name a card type.
Is that too powerful?
I feel like you're almost always going to say action or creature. You're very rarely going to say artifact.
Name a house and a card type.
I think that's
too complicated?
Specific. That's too specific. Honestly, I think if you're going to interact with the hand, I think interacting with actions is better.
Name a card. I could see a name a card.
Well, that's what Eden's Jar does, but it's for the whole game, right?
Yeah, I like name a card, discard, like a Cabal Therapy type thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because then you're like, what beats me here?
Right. I mean, that's something Magic moved to. It was always your opponent discards and they choose what they discard, and that's actually like a benefit in this game.
Yeah.
Right. So I think if you moved to having the opponent call, that would be better.
Yes, my logo's chair broke and the piece just fell right off and is now it's pretty shoddy. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not too pleased with the quality of these chairs.
Nope.
Yeah. Right, you know their deck, right? Like the deck is public information, except in the case you know what houses they have, right? I think there should be more interaction with that. I think it should be stuff that interacts with the information available more so than just random things that happen, right? A card that I think works well is a fair game. Discards a card off the top, you reveal hands, and then you get to do stuff from there, right?
He's just resting his head on my foot. Not choking himself.
Name the only card that beats me. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you want stuff like stealth mode in the game, right? I think you want things that force your opponent to play around. It's cards that don't. Yeah, rigged lottery is good design space. I like the idea. So, like I said, if I were just magically put in charge of Keyforge development, I would pick some sort of design space that 2 houses share. And then I would just make sure that if those 2 houses were in a deck together, there was some overlap between them, right? I like the idea of like a Shadows Star Alliance where they both want to do stuff with the top of the deck, right? Your Star Alliance is looking at the top of the deck and using it, and your Shadows wants to randomly use stuff from the top of the deck. So you are incentivized to use Shadows to like stack things on your deck, and then the Star Alliance is using stuff off the top of the deck. Right? Like, I think that's cool design space. Like, and game actions aren't 100% design space, right? You don't want a faction that's just, this faction reaps, right? That's boring. You know, that's kind of the problem with Brobnar. Brobnar is the fight faction, right? Fight is just a basic game action. Every creature can fight, right? You don't have to you need creatures that are incentivized to fight. You need actions that incentivize you to fight. Like Brobnar and Sanctum should be damage and healing, right? So if you have a Sanctum and Brobnar deck, your Brobnar dudes should be wanting to put damage on them, and the Sanctum guys should be wanting to heal for bonus. That's why Healing Blast was so good.
Yeah, I like cards that reward healing, like Healing Blast.
Right. And you have to like that's why Hallowed Blaster is bad.
Healing on its own is not good.
Healing by itself doesn't do anything, right? I would rather I like the Healing Blaster could say kill a destroyed creature for all I care. Kill one of your own creatures, and it would honestly be better at that point because at least you could use it to trigger your own destroyed effects.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Healing Blast is fine.
Healing Blast was fine.
Yeah.
It was better in Brobnar decks because the Brobnar guys were big enough to live.
It was hard to get that much damage on a Sanctum creature.
Right, because the Sanctum guys for the most part were just 4 power.
They had armor.
You needed either
you like Maruk the Marks.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say you needed either Lion Baltrum or the Wall to get your guys big enough. Well, you had Ammonia Clouds and you had Punch. You had so many more 3 damage triggering effects, right? You don't have 4 damage effects in outside of like Rock Hurling Giant.
AD Keen and Chat has reverse engineered the deck generation algorithm. So,
yeah, and within a degree or so of what it actually is, we can represent it. So
using statistics and looking at stuff and advanced knowledge and being very scientific. All right, well,
yeah,
that's about all we got for tonight.
Yep, I padded that last 15 minutes or so with Eddie content and
we'll be back
Keyforge design
tomorrow for more.
Looking at stuff. Yeah.
Be back Wednesday for more. But tomorrow's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
Venus into the top 8.
And the top 8, Luria is back. Is it next Sunday? Are we done next Sunday?
So, let's see.
It'd be next Monday?
I think next Monday.
1 week from tomorrow?
1 week from tomorrow. So, tomorrow.
1, 2.
Wednesday.
3, 4.
Sunday. Monday. Yep.
Monday. We're down to about a week.
Yep, Alder versus Venus tomorrow.
And
Huge Adler, yeah.
Mass Mutations. We'll wrap it up. Put it in the books.
And then we'll do some stuff in between then and the Belt Tournament.
We've got some stalling content.
It'll be like a week.
We'll probably do some stalling content. We'll probably do appreciate stopping by, Dr. Beppis.
Yep.
So we'll do
a gauntlet.
We'll do a gauntlet. We'll definitely have a gauntlet in there.
Probably not viewer games because we're both here. So
yeah, and that way we can actually play games that we normally couldn't, or play formats that we normally couldn't, and would suck to play on like TCO.
Yeah.
So, so I think
fan voted matches will be part of future content.
Yeah.
So
because
you're on the right track.
The Tabletop Royale Championship Belt Tournament is effectively going to be fan voted, right? Because this is going to be our best decks.
If we finish Monday, we do a gauntlet Wednesday. We can get to the tournament by Sunday.
Yeah, that's a good time.
That's really only one stream.
Yeah, so we'll do a gauntlet. The
winner go through the gauntlet.
Yeah, we'll put the winner through the gauntlet, assuming it's not Venus.
Right. Yeah. But we'll do like the run
and assuming it's not Luria.
Yeah.
But we'll put at this point there's 9 other decks.
Anymore, so.
There's 9 other decks, so we'll put one of those decks through the gauntlet if it's not the winner, and then we'll jump into the Tabletop Royale Championship, which is what we were saying, 32 decks.
Probably
32.
I have other ideas also. We can bump the number up a little bit if we want to. Using buys and stuff.
Gotcha.
Because you could give like 4 winners buys, like the 4
from all of the tournaments. Okay.
Right. Because I mean, it makes sense for them to have an advantage in this particular tournament.
Yeah. So it would be not 64 decks, but some number of decks, so that it breaks down into 32 in the next round. Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah. I mean, you could do 36, right? Does that F it up?
That I think F's it up because it's like 2 play-in games.
Oh yeah, play-in games could make sense though, depending on the decks. We still have to figure out what decks we want to put in. but it'll be a smattering of stuff. And do we want to put a unopened deck in it? Probably. That's a
we might do some sealed content. I got the itch. I have not opened a deck.
Yeah.
We got store leader decks. We talked about this, but we got some OP kits, or we got an OP kit, I should say. So we do plan on giving some of this stuff away. Now we opened the decks because some of the decks.
Flip over. The barcodes show.
Oh no, these are unscanned.
They're unscanned.
But we opened some of the decks because we did not know what the alternate arts in here were.
Unfortunately, I don't have the card cam up. But
oh yeah, the card cam is missing.
But they have like these shadows keys,
which are dope.
They have the dark amber tokens, which are really cool.
Yeah.
They have these +1. I guess these are +1. Those +1 power.
Power. I guess
they're yellow though. I don't know why they're yellow.
Yeah.
But they're yellow.
So we got some of this stuff to give away. We plan on giving it away at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the alternate art decks. We got alternate art trimmer. I don't even know. These are all Worlds Collide. So we had alternate art. What was it in this one? Unnatural selection.
I mean, if it's still the QR codes, it is whatever, right? They don't have the deck. You get one amber
trimmer.
shard.
Why are you licking my leg?
You got
dog?
some word tokens and
Why are
purple and rage tokens.
Not finished with you. Alternate art. So yeah, bunch of alternate art decks that we'll give away.
They'll have store leader in the name too.
Yeah, one of these decks had a cool Maverick in it. Sorry, Ancient Bear, Legacy Ancient Bear. I think that was about it though. So these all look like, relatively middle of the pack Worlds Collide decks, but
So, here's one of the decks. And it's got like a 4 on it. I guess that's
whatever
season.
that means.
And also the Archon is rounded. Like there's the rounded border on the Archon instead of full bleed, which is weird. They all have store leader in the name.
Yeah.
But there's different alt arts. They're not all the same alt art. We identified a few of them.
Is it on the other?
See,
that's the
what
back.
I'm saying?
That's the back.
Oh, okay. No,
You're looking at the
wrong.
back of the
I'm
card.
dumb. Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Justin's dumb.
I'm dumb.
We don't
Ignore
see
me.
the back of the card ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Is why.
We covered it up. Okay.
We're done. Never mind. Don't pay attention. Pay no attention to
The
way
1,
cards
2,
look.
3, I think, was like supposedly the weeks of prizes.
We think.
Yeah.
Or the months of. We don't know. We couldn't figure it out.
Oh, I guess it was months because it was a 3-month season.
So,
either way, we're gonna give a lot of this. We're gonna give most of this probably away.
Yeah.
During the belt tournament.
Right.
So that's what you got to look for prizes for that.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. So that's coming. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Tickets.
Tickets will be the later.
Tickets are later.
Actually no, because these will be earned through brackets.
Yeah.
So no tickets, just brackets.
Yeah, look forward to that. After the TTR Championship, who knows what we'll do? We'll figure something out between now and then. So yeah.
Okay. Goodbye. Everyone have a great evening. Have a great Monday.
Goodbye.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
See you.